Alright, deck tech time. We are going to be trying the learning deck. You might have seen in Historic, I've started using a learn package to play in Historic Ranked, and I'm really enjoying playing with it. So we're going to try playing it with here in Pioneer. So what we have here is essentially the Niv Bring to Light shell for Yorion. So this is the Yorion variant. So we're running 35 lands, as you can see here. We have our 8 learn cards. So I'm running 4 eye twitch. You know what, let's put on the display thing so you can actually see some cards better. Make this a bit bigger. So running eye twitch, which is insane card. I mean, I didn't draft, but I can imagine Strixhaven, this was probably an absolute first pick. Crazy. Well, maybe not first pick because I don't know draft that well, but I imagine this was pretty high up in terms of what people did. 1/1 flying, so a bit of evasion, can do a bit of damage, and if it ever dies, we pull one of our learn cards out of our sideboard, our lesson cards. So as that we're running before the cram sections, you might have seen this here. It's gain 4 life, learn, it's called Gari Wither Bloom, so it's hittable off the Niv Mizzet. Aside from that, we are running the Valky Tybalt split for the Bring to Light, along with 3 Niv Mizzets, 4 Bring to Lights, 2 Supreme Verdicts for our board wipes, and 2 Cloffices for Graveyard Hate, 2 Colligan's Command. One of the beautiful things I've actually found with Colligan's Command is, in the event that our opponent has killed our eye twitch, if it's had to chump block or we've had to, or the board's been a bit like controlled down, Colligan's Command can still be either make them discard, destroy something, and return the eye twitch. I used to use this ability a lot to get back the hero of Precinct 1, but obviously the hero is very frail, whereas eye twitch, if they kill it, great, we get another learn trigger off it. We'll look at our learn package in a moment. In addition to that, we're also running Wandering Mind. Great way. I am coming around on this card. This card is making its way into all my decks, and I actually have got people playing it Commander in the LEGS store because it's absurd. Moving into that, we also run 4 Voice of Resurgent. These are our control/removal answers. While there is prevalent exile removal, a lot of times they are using straight up destroy. Plus, it's also great for chump blocking if we're just up against an aggro deck because we have 2 bodies for the price of 1, basically. We are then running 4 Growth Spiral because it's an amazing card, and it's great. It means we run 8 Simic cards, which we have to deal with. We run 3 Justice Strike. The amount of things this surprisingly answers is really relevant. It's basically Solar Blaze on a smaller scale, but instant speed, and yeah, what more is to say about it? Abrupt Decay, solid, amazing removal that can't be answered by counter spells. Dreadball for Planeswalker Hate and removal. Tyrant Scorn for versatile threat assessment. We can bounce something troublesome to save us a turn or our own creature if we want to, or we can destroy something with a mana value 3 or less. Same with Drown in the Lock. It's either a counter spell or removal. I'm only running 1 Drown because running Clophis with Drown is kind of a non-bow synergy, and 3 Vanishing Verses to answer anything troublesome monocolored permanents. So yes, all in all, it's very solid. Currently I'm going to run a 15 lesson package, so I shall pull it up here. We have the Environmental Sciences. This is basically if we want fixing, we want 1 of every basic land, so we can always find 1 if we need to, unless we've had very unfortunate things. Metaphorical Transformation. We can turn 1 permanent into either a non-land permanent into either a 1/1 or a 4/4. Now 1/1 lose all abilities, or 4/4 lose all abilities, sorry. 1/1's easy to pick off, kill, great. Or if we need a bit more damage, turn our 1/1 pest into a 4/4, or our eye twitch into a 4/4, just to hit some damage in if we have to. So yes, very versatile, very good. Introduction to Prophecy. Scry 2 then draw a card, pretty decent all-round card, enjoyable. Reduced to Memory is basically Beast Within. If anyone's played Prominent Commander, you realise what that is. I think it's good, but it's not a high list pick, if you know what I mean. It's very easy to deal with. We have Necrotic Fumes. Additional cost to exile a creature we control. We can exile a creature or planeswalker. It's situational again. We have to have an additional creature, but it's in here. That's the purpose. We have one in the sideboard just to mess if we need it. Start from scratch, 1 additional damage. As I've said before, that can sometimes be relevant to just ping off an annoying creature, kill a 1 toughness thing that has to die, also blowing up an artifact. I mean, it's a poorly costed, less powerful Abrade, but slapping that on top of any of our learn cards, our 1/1 flyer dies and we can grab this, totally worth it. Containment Breach, destroy artifact or enchantment with mana value 2 or less and create a pest. I'm not sure how much things this hits. I know it hits a lot of the things from Hammer Time, and I know there are a lot of people on MTGO, I don't know about it in paper, that are trying to make that deck work. So we'll see if it comes to fruition. Inkling Summoning, we get a 2/1 flyer. Pest Summoning, 2 1/1s that when they die gain us life. Spirit Summoning. Sneeze Summoning apparently. We can summon a 3/2 Spirit Token. Introduction to Annihilation, very commonly picked up. It's 5 mana, exile a permanent, your opponent can draw a card. Not a great exchange rate, but if, for example, you're taking out a big planeswalker, a Shark Typhoon, a thing that will kill you next turn if you don't answer it, it's pretty good. If 9 times out of 10, if we are sorted for mana when I learn, and we don't need an environmental science, I will probably pick up either Introduction to Annihilation or Pest Summoning. Against aggro decks where I want more bodies to block, I'll probably get Pest Summoning to gain some life and block. But if I'm in a position to do it, I might just threaten to have an Introduction to Annihilation in the next turn. We also have Mascot Exhibition, 7 mana for 9 power across 3 bodies. Really solid spell, and it gets people very upset to have to answer what they perceive as nothing more than a draft card. Late game, this is just backbreaking against the opponent who's down to 1 card in hand, doesn't have an answer. We have Confront the Past for Planeswalker Destruction, Planeswalker Returning. I need to look at throwing a Planeswalker in the deck for this purpose. I do think this card is worth it and keeping in it. And we also have a Fractal Summoning, which is I've never cast yet. I like having it in here, but if I was to do what I've done in Historic and shave some of the cards off, I'd probably shave Fractal, Ink, and Spirit, and probably the Necrotic Fumes to just feed a few more versatile side cards in. So as though we're going to be playing it though in this iteration, and we'll be making notes accordingly to how things go and see if we need to make any adjustments as we go along. So yes, can we learn some new tricks? Let's hope so. Alright, so let's see what we do. Apologies, I forgot to turn on I forgot I was recording this match, if I'm honest with you. I've been playing so much off camera. Our opponent plays... Okay, we probably got control deck here now. Let's hit Cram Session. And let's grab... Pest Summoning. Normally we'd grab Environmental Science, but I feel like threatening some... Oh, it's blue-black. He foretold a card. Okay, let's drop this. Let's hit Clothis down. This way, if we can slowly threaten some damage over time. Opponent is really thinking about it. I'm sure there's not a 0 mana foretold counter spell in this format. If we can resolve a Clothis and keep it on the field, that'd be better for us, because what we can do is just send slam threats, and even if they answer them, they're putting stuff in the graveyard for Clothis to do damage over time. Opponent seems to be thinking quite a bit. Come on now. There we go. I'm guessing they just had to step away for a minute. Happened to us all. So this isn't actually... Is this actually mill? No. Return a creature. What is this deck? So let's pass this turn. We'll exile Cram Session, deal down some damage. I think our best bet here is to let's drop the pest summoning. Let's just threaten this, because if they don't deal with these, this is potentially 4 damage a turn. Behold the multiverse. Okay, interesting. So now we don't have much in the way of counters. Problem is with Drown in the Loch in this scenario is obviously Clothis is doing more work than Drown will. Let's see what they play. Is there a blue-black control deck I'm not aware of? I mean, obviously when we saw blue-black back in the day, it was freaking inverter control. Four mana for... Oh, Kedrick the Spiteful, interesting. Well, we'll gain some life. Clothis will get rid of this Behold the Multiverse. So... we don't want a Supreme Verdict here. If we Cram Session, we could get... yeah, that might be the best bet. So, if we play this land here, untap. So he's... this can't be countered, so that's always better. So let's... use this, and we will find we could just use Fractal Summoning just to put another threat out, make him try to play another answer to it, or we could get Instruction to Annihilation for later. Let's get Introduction to Annihilation, see if that can bait out something. We'll keep Urian in the sideboard for now, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have effects to mess with us. Let's see what they do. I need to update the mana bases actually, because the appearance of these cards is far more interesting. Right, let's Cram Session this. Cling to Dust, interesting. So they now have a card in the graveyard. So they're trying to prevent damage, so we'll play this. We could force them to discard, put more in the graveyard. Yeah, that's fair. Let's just pass. We don't need to rush out the Introduction to Annihilation. Okay, so they're beholding the multiverse again. Let's make him discard, throw a card away. That'll put it down to 3. Let's see what we do here. So there'll be 4 mana in the graveyard there. Now let's go. Field of Ruin. I think they're going to activate Field of Ruin thinking that they'll hurt our mana base here. Fortunately, we follow the rule of running well, let's counter this if they can. Let's make them use another card out of their hand. Oh no, they let it go. Interesting. Interesting. And they foretell. That's either a saw it coming or another Behold the Multiverse. Alright, Colossus, let's get rid of this Cling to Dust before it does any more damage. Let's play this into play tapped and we'll move Yorion into our hand. And then pass the turn. Man, even Night Twitch would be alright here, just get another tutor out, because we're actually at 7 mana. Okay, another Port Kinel. Vizier at the... Okay. Interesting. Let's exile the demon here. So we do have an Eye Twitch, so let's play an Eye Twitch. And do we have to... I don't think that's going to do anything too impactful. Let's see what our opponent does. They Field of Ruining one of our lands. Yeah, that's fine. We can pick up an island. Get a bit more blue on the field. Pass the turn. This is why you run one of every basic. In most games, players will try to hurt you in terms of thinking that taking out Triome will cut you off mana. And early game it could, but if you run at least one of each basic, Triome's Field of Ruins can't hit basic lands, so it always gives you some form of an advantage. 1, 2, 3. Nah, we're not in a rush here. It's 1 against 3, because we'll do 3 every turn with our Colossus here. So if he has to like respond to our... Hold on. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could get it back. So let's target Behold the Multiverse. Actually, no, we should have targeted the... No, that was a poor play on my side. Right, let's attack with the Eye Twitch. Eye Twitch goes in. We're doing 3 damage a turn. They're doing 1 to us. We still have the introduction to Annihilation. I still don't want to commit anything too hastily to the board here, because what I want him to do is answer Eye Twitch, get us to have our thing back. Yeah, they're going to sack the land to get back the... It's alright though, because they mill 4 cards. And they get back the creature, which then gives us another... Let's get Mascot Exhibition. So I think we just hit with the Supreme Verdict here. Take out both his creatures. Yeah, you're not going to win this race. Something's got to change. What are you up to, I wonder? There's a lot of lands in his graveyard there. Okay, let's hit the Ritual of Soot. Let's play this tapped. I guess he's holding up counter magic, so we'll just use this now. White, white, blue, green. If he wants to bring his thing back, he's welcome to. Beauty of this card is it can't be countered. We basically have a huge amount of bombs now, so if we could... Okay, mills 4 more creatures. There's 2 we hold the multiverse, so he's holding up a sword coming. Yep, there's his Karavek. Five, 1, 2, 3. I could do with drawing another 3-mana spell, something I could use to buy some time here. The beauty of Clothis is basically doing 1 damage a turn. There's another Eye Twitch, which is pretty good. So let's get rid of the sword coming. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2. Yeah. So let's Introduction to Annihilation. Bait out the counter spell. Oh, no counter spell. So then we'll just cast an Eye Twitch. And then we'll just pass. If he kills this, we can shoot a. We could shoot maybe a damage spell. We have the lesson that does 1 damage. Oh, he just exiled it. Okay. Okay, cool. I got more mana. We're having a very slow burn here with Clothis. Let's just get rid of the Baleful Mastery. We play the land for turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, do we just force them to counter the exhibition? I think we do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just cast this. I don't think they expect this to be a real. Oh, they probably have board wipe, which is fine. Yeah, big board wipe. Yeah, Ritual of Soot. That's good though, because now they go down to 1. Oh, they had Death Touch Lifelinker. Interesting, interesting. So they could negate our Clothis damage here. They are down to 3 cards. Well, we keep. So we'll have 5 mana now. So here we go. Let's just cast us 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast us a Yorion. Come on, we know you guys saw it coming in exile, right? Oh no, they don't have anything in exile. That's fine. We'll just sit back. Alright, well, let's see if they have a counter for this. They might have like a negate effect. Oh, no. Alright, we'll just cast an over then, if we can. Countering that. Yeah, it's fine. Figured they had a foretell card. Oh, it's exile is the thing I should be looking at. Oopsie, that's me screwing up. Alright then, let's see what they got. I'm guessing a removal spell for... Yep. A removal spell for Urian. Let's get rid of the Baleful Mastery. Just cycle this now. Well, we drew a Hollowed Fountain. There's a lot of cards we could draw here that could actually save us. And they've drawn their 4th Field of Ruin. They're down to 23 cards in their deck. What the heck happened? Voice of Resurgence, that's a good shout. But they have it, so you discard what? Okay. Yeah, I have another one here. So they got 1 sword coming here. 2 sword comings here, 2 cards in hand. Let's just see if they have a counter. If they don't have a counter, they could have removal. But all we need is a few turns where we just don't whiff. Yeah, not blocking. So if you have the removal, you have to use it. You have to have 2 removals as well. This is the 4th Baleful Mastery? No, Tergrid. Okay. Behold the Multiverse, go away. Let's use this. See if we can hit off that. We hit a Bring to Light. Let's try for a Bring to Light here. Hold on. Oh, no, they can see to that. Yep. Right, Clothis was the MVP of that. Fortunately, we don't have sideboard at the moment because I'm still deciding which one of these to do. We'll keep going with this. We are probably going to need a way to kill Tergrid. Vanishing versus, yes, and most definitely probable win courts here. Okay. That's one of the downsides of the current build of this, is because we don't sideboard, we literally just have to wait for our opponent. Ugh. No, we can't keep that. We can try this, I guess. Guess we put one of the Wandering Minds here. Let's see what our opponent does. Tap land beginning, we will probably follow suit. Classic style, we draw Valky off the top. well, this is not looking good for us here. We did not draw a land. Alright, we're having the reverse game here where we're gonna probably not find anything. Necronemia. Oh yeah. The Misery Born, yeah. The funny thing about that though is he yeah, he gets this card, but we didn't cast Niv Mizzet the previous time. We really need a land here. Particularly I need a Voice of Resurgent land. He's taking photos of our deck, as he should if you're playing. Damn. Right, we might just be conceding here if we don't draw something to... Well, we are in the old adage of we're not going to draw lands. He's probably going to make his fourth one here. Yep. Desecration Demon. Yeah, we can't sack anything. We could do drawing a white source off the top here. If we don't hit a land, I think we just concede. Although actually, our probable best bet based on the way he's playing, and I don't like playing for it, but if I'm in like a league, I'd be playing this way, is to just keep going. Alright, we hit a land there. So let's put this here, then we'll play this. We can't cast any of these cards. We'll take that for later. No, I'm not going to sack a creature. No, we're not going to sack, we're just going to block. In fact, are we going to block? Nah, we're going to make you use it if you've got it. Duress. Yeah, if we were in a league here, I'd be playing for time, since he's like down to 10 minutes so far, and I'm technically up a game. Now the correct line here is to take the learn card, or have a counter for the learn card. Yep. And they have a second demon. Alright, so I guess we then have to just dreadbore this demon. And probably have to pray that we can at least hit a land. No, we'll... hit him for 2. Good lord, I would love some land here, game. Yeah, we'll sack. We need to keep it down for a turn. It's unfortunate that we are probably going to win this match on time. Yep, the third demon. Wow. Well, we drew that, which is literally the last thing we would have wanted to draw. We can find out precisely what's in his hand. It's a Baneful Mastery, so he's going to get rid of Tybalt on his turn. And we'll get hit down. Man, he had a way better start this time. 3 of his 4 demons in his top 10 cards is probably pretty dumb. And he had his hate sideboard card in here. Yeah, that's a surefire way to just game over. We'd have to have 2 things happen. We have to have our opponent not hit anything. This is good though. We are pretty much dead here, but every second he takes messing around buys us more time. That's fine with me. We got a Baneful Mastery. Contact a creature, contact a creature. So if we can draw a white source here, we might still be in it. As crazy as that sounds. He's foretold. Alright. No white card, of course. Well, we gotta make him do it. Because, you know, we're not allowed lands apparently this match. There's a Supreme Verdict. That would have been, you know, great if we could have. No, we're gonna make him do it. We're gonna buy time here. Yeah, this is our obligatory no land match, my apologies, where we're not allowed to play Magic. But I am more than happy to have my opponent take his time here and flex. No, but then we'll do it to this one. Why not? Let's just... Every second counts here. We just now need a hand where we could actually just... Alright, we are ready to go. Our opponent's down to 6 minutes. If they keep sideboarding, it could be down lower. Yep, a 35 land hand, and we're not allowed to draw any lands. I mean, that's the way that Magic MTGO goes sometimes. Well, Magic goes in general, it's the variance, which is why it's fun. I mean, if you just had the optimal list, you would just play the optimal list and have the ABC turn every time. Which is always why these things are fun. Okay, we're going first. Give us a usable 7. Yes. Yorion. You know what? It's just a ton of lands, so I'm just going to keep it. It's 5 colors of lands, some spells that could do stuff if he gets crazy things down. And honestly, the only thing I need to worry about right now is his clock. So every slow second he takes here could be relevant. into next one. That's turn. Foretold a card. Not too worried about that. Play. Need a red source. So we're going to play this untapped. That's the turn. Necronemia. Oh no, he's going to name him Izzet. And I'm going to feel so bad. Yeah, ready. So we need to drain his hand. Let's let him keep doing this. Thing is, mate, we're not a senseless combo deck. So I'm going to yep, 2, 3. Ba-bum. Let's make him do more stuff. Now discard a card. And while you think about that, keep that clock going down. E for touch Deathlink. Interesting. Pass turn. Foretold card into the exile zone. That's fine. Play another land. Pass turn. We're not doing anything, buddy. We're going to beat you with the clock, which I know it's scummy, but if he's going to play a deck so slow that he's 10 minutes behind us, then I'm afraid you got no choice in my eyes, dude. Field of Ruin. Okay, foretold another card. Fine with me. Like I said, my purpose now is just going to be to literally time you out. Okay, so he's down to 1 card in exile foretell, which makes me think that must be the counter, probably. Okay, Demon of Progress. Nice, nice, nice. So let's lower out his thing. Nope. Just wait till his end step and Justice Strike it. Justice Strike. No counter? Cool. We'll just pass on. Next, play another land. Pass the turn. Yes, this one is definitely a sword coming. Is this his 4th demon? Oh my word. It is his 4th demon. That's cool. Well, I'm going to bounce it back to your hand. I'm literally just going to stall out here with time. Okay. Replace his demon. That's fine with me. No counters here. Just gonna dreadball this. Black. Pass the turn. We are just gonna win here on time. Gifted E for one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else are you gonna play? Foretold. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna kill this. Undo. Black. Green. That's dead too. We're just gonna pass. Cling to dust. Sure. Is he going to cast Cling to Dust again? Yes, if he's exiling cards, that's great because he's going to run out of time. Well, I think we got this one in the bag. There's no way he can kill us in 3 minutes. Oh, and under a minute, he has to take like 4 turns. We've got spells, and if he's holding up interaction, it's going to take him ages to actually do anything with it. What I mean by that is he's going to have to just like cast things, pass few turns. We're just literally going to win on the back of him just being terrible at this. Let's just cast this for fun. Nah, we'll pass. But then let's see what he does here. Sure, you can do rest. Oh, you took my Vanishing Verse. Oh no. Hope you can kill me in 20 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if he said this in chat. Hallelujah, like a wide or bust, not enough. Yeah, he knew how we were playing. But like I said, we if you're going to play a deck like that, I mean, you've got to play fast. Otherwise, you're just going to time yourself out. Normally, I would give him this, but if we're playing as if we're in a league here, and we held on. Drawing cards, yeah, we were pretty good. We could have cram session, grabbed something that would answer a threat, or maybe even deal with something crazy. Yeah, move on to the next one. Go against Plowable Truck. Let's see if our Live Mizzet Learn deck can learn some new tricks. We shall reveal Urian. 3 lands, a potential ramp, an answer that we can cast, and a tutor for potentially land drop if we need it. Looks like a good spread. Let's see what our opponent's playing. Alright, blue, so instantly we could be in for another long grindy game here. I really hope we don't go for another timeout. Izzet, okay, Izzet's more profitable. It could be, yeah, a thing in the ice variant. Okay, while he's tapped out, I think we're going to destroy this. Because that thing flips into a 7 thing, we could be in bad shape. I remember when this card... Well, this card used to be in Phoenix, so is this the Phoenix deck? Second thing in the ice. Very good, very good. I played that wrong. If I played this land, I could do both. What I want to do. So let's Dreadball. Okay. 2 things down. You could have a, I guess, what's it called? consider. He kept it on top. Is this just a hardcast Phoenix? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Abrupt Decay can't hit that, so let's Cram Session, gain our life back. We need 2 environmental sciences here. I think we need white. We need to pick up a plains. Because if he does go crazy on his turn, we can Supreme Verdict for nothing. And that did just gain us 6 life against an Izzet aggro deck that can be pretty solid. Expressive Iteration. Super good card. Put Spybluff Canal there. It passes, hits us for free. I think we go for Niv here. Yeah, we go for the Niv here. Blue and black. Just for the reload. If they counter it, they counter it. Our opponent just straight up concedes. Okay, they're going to be going for a... We need Graveyard Hate more than anything right now. So those Cloffises look really good to me. Well, Cloffis looks good to me anyway. Forgive my language. I'm leaning towards perhaps having a 10 spell lesson package and maybe a 5-card sideboard to shore up some of our matches. I mean, off the top of my head, there are some Planeswalker spells I could definitely see myself cutting. Not Planeswalker spells, some lesson spells. This is slow and cumbersome. We have 2 learn cards. Let's keep it. We're on the draw. I really should probably be replacing some of these cards with the new Innistrad cards. Oh, sorry. Forgive my laughter, but wow, of course we draw another check land. Okay, see what we go for here. Yeah, we should put some of those lands in here. Alright, well, we'll play an Eye Twitch. See what our opponent goes for. Expressive Iteration. It's very, very messed up that the Izzet version of this deck that doesn't have Thing in the Ice is more powerful purely because it has... Oh my god, yeah, I just realized it has Unholy Heat and Dragon Rage Channeler, and I thought it was just Faithless Looting. Wow. Another check land, people. you gotta love check lands. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna attack. We'll hit for 1. Then we'll play a second Eye Twitch while we're on. I want to hold up Cram Session because ideally I would love... So he does some kind of board wipe effect here, or swings in with the Phoenix, we'll chump, and we'll tutor for something. Pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Hullbreaker Horror is so he took Opt and E for Gust, and then he discards. We might need to bring to light for the Cloffis. Although to be fair, this Hullbreaker Horror. Oh my word! Really? Really, game? Well, You know what? I'm going to play this. I'm going to pass. We're not going to cram session. Because, oh my word, we've drawn all of our check lands, none of our dual lands, none of our triomes. Oh my word. I have to check the deck list to see how many I run. But this has not happened in testing. Pieces of the puzzle. Test of talents. So we took test of talents, interesting. Did he hit a land though is the question. This is land. So he's holding up for the big Arclight. Oh my god. Yeah, sure, why not? You know? I mean, heck. We'll play our third eye twitch. Good heavens. Good heavens and Lord. I love eye twitch. I think the card is great, but I'm more shocked at the drawing of... We need him to tap out and go for a crazy turn to get like his art light down, which he doesn't appear to want to go for. So, best bet. Let's go to combat. Let's start hitting him for free. See if we can bait anything out of him. He's probably just going to go till he gets to his... Then we can play a land. We'll cram session. Gain 4 life. We'll take... We're actually going to take the Metatonic Transformation. Now you might ask why we take that, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So he's only got the one Arclight in the bin right now, but that Hull Breaker is going to be an issue. Okay, opt into... Oh, it doesn't... Justice Strike doesn't even kill it. Uh-oh. Jace Wielder of Mystery is interesting. He's holding up Test of Talents purely to mess with us. I believe Test of Talents only hits instants or sorceries, but it exiles every copy of them when they cast it. Yes, mill 2 cards. Mystical Dispute and land. Growth Spiral. We did not hit a land, of course. Green, white. Play Voice of Resurgence. And blue. I'm going to turn this into a 4/4 to kill Jace. unless he wishes to counter it. Okay. He did successfully give us a 5/5 though, so I cannot complain about them odds. No, I can't pay for the free. Let's attack him here. Let's just keep pressure on for dead. Apologies, I have a few more foamy mushrooms that I want to finish eating. Honestly, I cracked open the bag and I thought I'll get a few before the game starts, and we got an instant game. I think Pioneer is slowly picking up again. Consider and expressive iteration in the graveyard. Is he going to go for a big power play here? Thing in the ice, yep. Three pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Yep. Goes down to 3. What does he reveal? Treasure Cruise, Opt, Arclight, and another Jace. Okay. So if he wants the Arclight back, he needs to land. What did he take? Treasure Cruise and Opt as expected, yes? Yes. Alright, so in response to him attempting I know he's just using Opt. Right, let's destroy this now then. See what he does. So he doesn't flip, but he can get back the Phoenixes as blockers. Are we actually going to beat down an Izzet Phoenix player with eye twitch? That would be hilarious to me. Alright, there's the land. So he did have the mana to do basically Treasure Cruise, something else. There's Charter Course. So he's going to get back 2 Phoenixes here. 3 Phoenixes because he discarded his 3rd. So my guess is he's holding them back. So we can bring to light here, and I think that's the best option. But what do we bring to light for? Well, I think we just do a 5 mana bring to light here. White, black, and blue. Let's see what we have. I mean, Valky's pretty, Clothis is pretty good. Voice of Resurgence is also good. Kolaga's Command deals damage, forces them to do stuff. I think our best bet is probably just hit a Niv here and cast it for value.
Reload!
Vanishing Verse, that's good. Justice Strike, Cram Session, all things that we are fans of. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he has to block here. So, how do we attack? Do we just put all of the pressure on him? What's the odds that he could draw 18 cards? It's very possible with this. So you attack Jace. Oh, no, opponent concedes. Because, I don't know. Maybe they looked at our cards and realized that we had some value things going strange. Okay. Eye twitch never learnt, but let's see where we get another game. After our first game set here against IPA for breakfast, and we will reveal our Yorion. And we have 3 check lands. After last game, I am seriously considering checking the check land consistency. Okay, this hand is much better. What is actually awkward though is that we need both of these. Okay, so let's keep this. Let's put the Hallowed Fountain on the bottom, because reasons, I guess. Alright, here we go. We shall start with a Triome. Pass the turn. I depend on what they do first. Okay, they red. Sorry, said that like I think they red. They probably burn. So I would suggest that we. Alright, let's shock this in. Might be ill-advised, but we're going to use this now and learn. And we'll get Pest Summoning. Might sound like a weird choice, but 2 1/1s that can chump block and gain us life against a potential aggro red deck or Gruul deck could be pretty impactful. This might be the only. Okay. My guess is our opponent just assumed that we must be a life gain deck. To be fair, that hand was stacked against any kind of like aggro low to the ground deck with the 2 Tyrant Scorns and guaranteed mana. Let's just see what our opponent does here. Okay. We can Overgrown Tomb into yeah, this is fine. So we can have a learn card here. If we could draw an untapped Black Source, that'd be great. So what we'll do is we'll shock this in, we'll drop an Eye Twitch, and pass the turn. Now if he wants to kill it, he can, and it will give us a learn trigger. It could be that he didn't have lands last time. So he's probably got Skull thingy, hasn't he? So let's play this. We'll just hold back for now. He probably has some form of burn. Scab Clan Berserker, haste renown 1. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, if it's renowned, it gets a thing. Okay. Well, I am going to actually trade this for this and learn. And I am going to get. Do I just get. So I have Cram Session here, so I could get something else if I need to. Do I just get Environmental Sciences here? Yeah, I think I get Environmental Sciences. So, what I get to do now is I get to do this. Growth Spiral, put this into play tapped, untap. Draw a land. So what I'm going to do for fun here, we're going to Tyrant Scorn, destroy this, blue, black. Then we're gonna Cram Session, and we'll grab. We will grab Introduction to Annihilation, just in case they have some kind of crazy answer to us. Now if they tap out again, next turn we just drop a Niv. They might not want to drop anything actually because of introduction to Annihilation. Nope, they did. Raging Frastodon. Interesting. So we could potentially do a lot here. So we need this for Justice Strike if we want to do that, which we probably do. So let's shock this in. Let's Justice Strike the Frastodon. So that's gone. Then let's Environmental Science to grab another land. Let's get another white source in case we need to board wipe. Then we can pass. And we go back up to 22. Oh, Mitchmath Mountain. Scab Clan Berserker. Okay. Renown becomes a free. Well, let's play this. Let's just drop the Niv for now. White, blue, red, black. We'll drop a 6/6 flyer that gives us loads of options.
Reload!
We'll take a Vanishing Verse, pretty good. Clawfist is an additional life gain. Voice of Resurgence is good removal. This will kill anything late game they use. Abrupt Decay can handle pretty much everything the deck has. What do we discard here? Probably Wandering Mind, I guess. Okay, yep. You put us down to 18. Or do we discard the Drown in the Lock? Voice of Resurgence. Wandering Mind, I think. I think next turn we play this land. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We could have mascotted thing. But I think our best bet's going to be probably Clawfist, Vanishing Verse. That's right, Abrupt Decay, hold up Vanishing Verse. Pretty good. Okay, Torrent. He's gonna come here. Well, our Niv has already done its purpose of reloading, and now we don't have to use another card on that, so yeah, we'll use that. Okay. Opponent concedes. I no idea why. I think he thought we were a life gain deck and he went really heavy in ways to stop us in life gain. But incidentally, it's just purely because a lot of the learn spells were slapped with lifelink, which is a nice way to compensate you for having to take a turn off. Alright, so that was 3 matches, and we actually went 3-0. We went against Dimir Control, Izzet Phoenix, and Mono Red Aggro. I very much enjoy this deck. I think that it definitely has a place in my heart as one of the crazier fun decks that I've built, and I think it actually, I wouldn't say it's tier 1, the learn mechanic as you see here, learn the lessons, but there's definitely value to be had from them. You can play suboptimal cards, especially when you have an Izzet to reload, or you can have a specific answer, like, so how did we feel with the lessons? Honestly, Graveyard Hate is something we need to make sure we have in the future. We'll have to look at that. Honestly, I think if we were to put these, some of these old lessons into a, let's put them into a pile view so that we can actually look at them. So, Meteorical Transformation. We kept this one because I did go to use it at one point, turning our 1/1 into a 4/4 that would have killed a Jace. Which prompted them to actually counter the spell, which was really insane considering there was actually a Voice of Resurgence also on the field. Environmental Science, absolutely crazy. No, not crazy, but you know, 2 mana, get a basic land, put it into our hand and gain 2 life. It's combined with Cram Session against an aggro deck you saw there. We just went probably out of his range of killing very quickly. Introduction to Prophecy, we didn't get to cast it, but in the grindier matchups, I feel like it would be a pretty solid inclusion. Introduction to Annihilation, we always grabbed as a late game answer. Mascot Exhibition, I absolutely agree with, should be here. Confront the Past, I do want to keep this in for the control matchups, but also I think I need to maybe put a Planeswalker in the deck. Like in the historic version, I played the new Teferi, which is a contender, or I could play the Arlinn. Well, there's a million other Planeswalkers I could play. I might look at a Planeswalker to include in the deck just to shore up some of our stuff. Fractal Summoning, we did not use at all, and I don't think we will. I don't feel comfortable sinking X mana into a creature that could just immediately get stomped. Same with Spirit Summoning. For 3 mana, I'd use Pest Summoning. 2 bodies I think is way more efficient, and the fact they have benefit from them dying can be very incremental. I don't think we would include Inkling Summoning. Containment Breach I think we can keep, and Soften Finish we can keep because we've done some damage with that in the past. Basically destroying an artifact that's relevant, or 1 damage to kill off something that we need to just make sure it dies. Necrotic Fumes, I'm torn between these last 2 cards. I think this one we would keep over Necrotic Fumes because they both exile. This one requires that we have a creature to sack, and if we get blown out by a counter, it's less than. So I think after my first initial run, I would probably take out these 4 and maybe put in a 4-card sideboard option with maybe some graveyard hate removal. I'd have to look at what I'd put in, but that's where I'm probably going to take the deck for the next run of videos. Really enjoying this archetype. I'm going to play it in tons. One other thing I need to look out for, as well as we learned from the historic version, is because the sideboard is not the starter deck, Gigantha's clause doesn't apply if you're tutoring out the sideboard, so I need to look at my modern wish board list and see if I can tweak that now. More fun. But yes, thank you for watching. Good old 3-0. Maybe learning is just too powerful. Like they say, you should never stop learning.